Probably the greatest moment of the Mandalorian Season 2 finale was seeing the Last Jedi himself, Luke Skywalker, showing up in an X-Wing, kicking Dark Trooper butt, and rescuing the Mandalorian and Grogu. Many fans speculated Ezra would be the Jedi to show up and save the day. Others suggested Cal, or Mace, or even an unknown Jedi. I think we can all say we were all a little shocked and surprised by what we actually got. It was the moment of asking ourselves, is this really happening? Today we're asking what Luke's return in The Mandalorian means for Star Wars. Where did he take Grogu? What has he been up to for the last 5 years since he defeated the Emperor? Let's get into it. You're listening to Han Talks First. Who is Luke Skywalker? Do I really need to ask that question? Okay, really quickly. Son of Darth Vader, twin sister is Leia, moisture farmer, Jedi Master, pilot of the Rebel Alliance, hero of the galaxy, titty milker, emperor killer, symbol of hope, and ultimate good guy. Okay guys, that's it. Thanks for checking out this episode. Please be sure to leave a like, and I'm totally kidding. Okay, so what has Luke been up to since he destroyed that second Death Star and restored peace to the galaxy? So we know that by the time of The Mandalorian, this show is set 5 years after the events of Return of the Jedi, and he's taken it upon himself to rebuild a new Jedi Order. Now, with all the Jedi now dead, or one with the Force, Luke takes it upon himself to collect all the knowledge that he can to try and create his new school for Force users. Along the way, he enlisted Poe Dameron's mother, actually, who was a rebel pilot called Shara Bey, to recover fragments of a Force-sensitive tree that was one of many Jedi and Sith relics hoarded by the late Emperor Palpatine. He also located ancient Jedi texts, like the books that Rey saved in The Last Jedi, and he discovered the first site of the first Jedi Temple on Ahch-To. And as we also know from The Rise of Skywalker, he had teamed up with Lando Calrissian to look for darkside relics like the Sith Wayfinder and the Sith homeworld of Exegol. So what do you think? Does this cover up his 5-year period between Return of the Jedi and The Mandalorian? I think it just about does. So where does he and Grogu go from here? Well, it's simple. He says in the season finale that he is there to take Grogu away, presumably to train him in the ways of the Jedi. He does say, he is strong with the Force, but talented without training is nothing. I will give my life to protect the child, but he will not be safe unless he masters his abilities. And then after a tearful farewell, they leave. So he is taking him to his new temple, presumably, to learn with other young Force users. Now the parallel of Luke being the one to train Grogu after being trained by Yoda is one of the most poetic story arcs I can think of. This is why I think Luke is the perfect choice of character to show up at the end of this season and be the one to rescue Grogu. Now here is a wild, crazy theory that I would like to pronounce that possibly proves Grogu is Yoda's son. Now, if you remember at the end of The Empire Strikes Back, or towards the end, Yoda tells Obi-Wan, no, there is another. There is another hope out there that can bring the galaxy to peace. Now, it is said in The Rise of Skywalker that that other hope happened to be Leia. But what if that wasn't the one that Yoda was referring to? What if Yoda was actually referring to his own son, Grogu? And he knew that he was still out there somewhere because he could feel it in the Force. But to back it up, he could have been in the Jedi Temple learning under Yoda's instruction, so he would know he's out there. Maybe he was even the one who took him away to go into hiding and separated himself from him because he felt he failed against his own son. Now, I know this is a wild, crazy theory, but maybe Luke did know about Grogu, or maybe Grogu knew about Luke. I don't know. That's just a wild, crazy theory that maybe I'll dive deeper into in another episode sometime. So what happened to Grogu? Why wasn't he in the sequel movies? Did Grogu get killed by Kylo Ren? I mean, it's possible. That's a big theory that's going around now. A lot of people are anti-Kylo Ren or Ben Solo because the theory is that he has killed Grogu amongst the other Jedi that Luke was training at the temple that was fallen. And if Kylo Ren did kill him, maybe the murder of Grogu is why Luke is such a grumpy old man in The Last Jedi. I think that's justifiable, don't you? If you lost Grogu due to some crazy, angry emo boy, wouldn't that make you a grumpy old man as well? I don't know. The truth is, we don't know. Maybe he was saved again by someone else. This poor little guy has been through so much in the past 50 plus years. You gotta feel bad for him. I certainly do. So what is Luke's fate going forward? Could he show up in future Star Wars? It was a major surprise when Luke cameoed in The Mandalorian. But now that his first appearance is out of the way, it begs the question, will he show up again? Din did promise Grogu that he would see him again. So I would hope that would mean Luke is coming back. With the new slew of Star Wars announcements and TV shows that are coming out that take place during the time period of The Mandalorian, it would make sense that the strongest Jedi in the galaxy at this time would come back and show his face again, hopefully to kick some more Dark Trooper butt. And other butts too, but it was really cool to see him take down those Dark Troopers. Well, thank you guys so much for listening. That was it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you're an audio listener, please follow the podcast and share it with your friends. Thank you so much. May the Force be with you.